It's a trap!
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rumor and Theory Review brought to you by Star Wars Newsnet and the Resistance Broadcast patrons. I'm John, thank you so much for joining us today. We have two rumors that we're going to hop into today, and we're going to get right into it right now. But first off, I just want to say make sure you're going to StarWarsNewsNet.com every day for all of your Star Wars news, reviews, editorials, information, and more. The Resistance Broadcast, our podcast, every Monday and Thursday right here on the Star Wars Newsnet YouTube channel, but also any podcast app. So wherever you prefer your podcast, there you go. And a special thank you to our patrons at patreon.com/resistancebroadcast. You are the reason I'm able to do videos like this. So thank you all. So now let's get into the mix. The first one, don't even need to talk about it because it's so stupid. But it's a nice way to get our feet wet and have some fun poking at the most absurd of the rumors, and then we'll get into one that's really been circulating in terms of maybe it being true in some circles and with a lot of fans. So the first one, the ridiculous one, the rumor going around that the Star Wars sequel trilogy is being rebooted. In other words, they're going to tell it again, a different version of it. And one of the ideas is that it's going to be done on Disney Plus in a series sort of way. I don't need to tell you out there that this is obviously so stupid. When you think about whether you like the sequel trilogy or not, that's fine. It made $70 billion gazillion for Disney and Lucasfilm, and a lot of fans love it. More fans love it than don't love it, and especially young fans. The 5-year-olds who first saw Force Awakens in 2015 are now 10-year-olds, and then before you know it, they're going to be the ones doing the blogging. They're going to be the ones doing the podcasting. They're going to be the ones doing the writing and waving the flag, carrying the banner for the sequel trilogy as the new generation, as the rest of us become the older generations and beyond. But they're going to be the ones that make the sequel trilogy live on and be looked at with a more positive light. And when you think about that, apply that to the prequel trilogy. Kids who were 5 when The Phantom Menace came out are now in their 20s, and they're the loud voices out there saying, no, this was our trilogy. This was a good Star Wars trilogy. And look at what has happened to the prequel trilogy since it got hammered back in the early 2000s. Now it has this sort of renaissance, and now it's being adored quite fittingly and appropriately for George Lucas, who we'll get into in just a moment, actually. So the Star Wars sequel trilogy being retconned or jettisoned and rebooted and redone, obviously an absurd rumor. It's gonna keep coming out because people like to get their clicks and their watches and their views. Look, I want views. Watch my video right here. The only difference here on the Rumor and Theory Review, we're trying to seek the truth. And the truth is, they're not redoing the Star Wars sequel trilogy. So let's move that on down the road. We're going to see it keep popping up, but just remember, anytime you hear that, stupid. All right, next up. I was just talking about George Lucas. This one is getting a lot of traction in a lot of areas. A lot of areas that really surprised me that are reporting this as news. The report is that George Lucas is writing 2 episodes of the Andor series for Disney Plus. And where this report originated from is a blog saw that George Lucas's name was listed under the writing credits for Andor on IMDb. Now, a lot of people do go to IMDb as a real source for movie information, whether that's cast, crew, production, future projects, and that's fine because it is a great place to go for information. But so is Wikipedia. The similarities between those two sites? A lot more than you think. Users can update Wikipedia. Users can update IMDb. I've updated IMDb. There was a trivia on a movie that I loved that I know that they got it wrong and I fixed it, and away it went. But obviously we're talking about production updates for IMDb, and that can also be done too. Users who have accounts on IMDb can make changes to listings for productions on IMDb. So let's just do that right now. So here we go. I am going to go to... Okay, I am updating IMDb right now, and I am now the director of The Godfather. So thank you, everybody, for all of your praise for my film, The Godfather. I appreciate it very much. One more change I'll make. Okay. Solo 2. Okay. Solo is now officially getting a follow-up because I just made it on IMDb. Obviously, I'm kidding around, except not Make Solo 2 happen. Not kidding around about that. Let's keep that going. Make Solo 2 happen, right? No, but yeah, IMDb can be updated. And the thing about this is George Lucas's name should be listed there. And you're going to see that on pretty much every Star Wars project because they always either say, based on characters created by George Lucas, based on story written by George Lucas. He's always tied to Star Wars as the original creator, aka that's why we call him the maker, aka that's why we say thank the maker. George Lucas's name is always going to be on those IMDb credits under all the projects because all of this entire universe, this entire galaxy, this entire space opera that we love so much and so dearly is from that man's genius brain. So George Lucas's name is always going to be there, and unfortunately because of that, all these rumors are always going to be there. So I believe this was even debunked last year that George Lucas was coming in to direct and take over and show run the Andor series, which was in trouble. And, it was going through some troubles, and that's fine. But George Lucas is happily retired. He is not coming back to Star Wars. He will not be writing future Star Wars. He will not be directing future Star Wars. At best, you're going to see him visiting some sets, holding a Starbucks cup, holding a baby, Grogu, maybe, and just giving some thoughts on things and a little walk down memory lane and, oh, wow, this looks great, that sort of thing. Let's have Han hang that cape here, that sort of stuff. But he's not going to be taking over projects, really writing anything, directing anything. He's retired, he has moved on, and he's made it clear that if he ever tried to get involved, he would just muck everything up, as he put it. So George Lucas, the creator, not involved with Andor, not going to be writing any future Star Wars projects. So we can just flat out say right now, for all future rumors that you see that has George Lucas writing or directing future Star Wars projects, just know that it's not true. And I know a lot of you right now are saying, John, I know this. Why am I watching this video? Why are you telling me this stuff I already know? That means you're a diehard Star Wars fan. You're going to Star Wars Newsnet every day. You're going to all the other blogs every day. You're podcasting. You're dialed in to all the latest Star Wars news and details. Most fans are not, though. And you're going to have those conversations, even though we're still in this pandemic world, with relatives or friends. And they're going to tell you, because they know you're the Star Wars fan in your family, hey, did you hear George Lucas is coming back and he's going to write that new series based on the Rogue One thing? And these videos I make exist so that you don't have to be annoyed with those questions of those conversations, so you don't have to tell your friend or your family member, hey, listen, that's not true. Let me try to do that for you. So that's what the Rumor and Theory review is for. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. I appreciate you stopping by here at the Rumor and Theory review. I'm going to get back in the saddle here and try to do more of these going forward, especially as more projects start going into production. We got Kenobi coming right around the corner, starts filming in March in LA, not UK, not already filming. In March in LA. The Bad Batch is coming out soon. Book of Boba Fett coming in December. So a lot of things are really starting to ramp up. More rumors will be coming up. More theories will be coming up. And we'll be here together, you and me, and finding the truth as much as we possibly can. So thanks for stopping by. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Share it with a friend, because it's truth on YouTube. It's a rare thing. So let's spread the word of truth here in the Star Wars fan galaxy and keep doing this thing together. So until next time, from us here at the Rumor and Theory review, I'll see you around, kids.